Over the years, you've heard me ask wealth manager Warren Ingram the big questions. How do we invest wisely? How do we protect our family's future? All those conversations, that entire library of financial expertise is now available as a podcast. Straightforward advice to help you build your wealth on demand. Just search for Warren Ingram's Personal Finance wherever you get your podcasts.
You're with Clement Manyathela.
702.
Mr. Motale, thank you so much for making time for us. Good morning.
Good morning, Clement, and good morning to your listeners.
Why has Gayton McKenzie taken this decision to suspend his colleague, Kenny Kunene?
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, Clement. Let me first put it this way. I wouldn't say it is a suspension. I think it's a 30-day leave of absence. To answer your question directly, the president took decision so that to give an opportunity to Mr. Kunene to clear himself. Remember, in the court of public opinion, people have already found Mr. Kunene guilty, which is not good at all. So for the sake of Mr. Kunene himself and for the party, the president, Mr. Gayton McKenzie, took this decision to put him on leave of absence. And to emphasize, the president made it quite clear that he and all of us in the PA believe in Mr. Kunene's innocence.
Okay. And was this decision taken after consultations with Kenny Kunene?
Yes, there was extensive consultation. I was part of that. He took the NEC in his confidence, and he informed us before he went public with his announcement.
Okay, and Kenny Kunene is okay with being asked to step down. He's fine with that.
No, he is a fighter. He's taking it with good spirit. He knows he's innocent, and he knows he will be vindicated and cleared by whatever body that is tasked.
But he has accepted this decision of the Patriotic Alliance.
Yes, he has accepted it. He knows. He has nothing to hide.
Okay.
He knows he's innocent. Yes.
So what does this entail? Is he going to be asked to step down from politics for a month? Is he going to be, won't be performing his, responsibilities as MMC in Johannesburg for a month as well while this investigation unfolds?
No. The president announced that he's removing him from his political party duties as well as his responsibility as the MMC of public roads and transport in the city of Joburg. At the moment, we are engaging our coalition partners with the way forward.
Okay.
And the president will come back to announce what the way forward is.
Okay. Has Kenny Kunene explained to the president and the leadership of the Patriotic Alliance what he was doing at the home of one of the key suspects in the murder of DJ Somebody?
Yes, he explained it. What only caught us by surprise was the coincidence of what happened there. But his story, we believe in that story. He informed the president himself. I was aware, right, that this is what is going to be taking place. Clement, you are in the media space yourself. You know how difficult it is for online media platforms to generate revenue. So we identified an opportunity, which is to go for strictly exclusive stories. Now, he identified Mr. Molefe as one of those people who could give us an exclusive story so as to revive that dead publication.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So how did they identify Mr. Molefe as someone to interview? What was the interest here?
Yeah, remember the explosive revelations by Lieutenant General and some. Now, this is the issue that has got the country talking. You have already seen the president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, already taking action on people implicated in all of this. So we thought that, you know what, this is the big story. It's one of the biggest stories. So he identified Mr. Molefe, who agreed to an interview. Remember when these allegations are made against people, The mainstream media goes with the allegations, and people who are implicated are never given an opportunity to give their side of the story. Now, journalism is about two sides of the story. Now, Mr. Kunene thought, you know what, this is an opportunity. Let me speak to people that are implicated.
Okay.
The likes of Kenny Kunene, who nobody wants to speak to. So that is the opportunity that he identified to resuscitate this publication, which has not been published, because the publication, its strong point was, from its launch, publishing exclusive stories.
Okay. Where is the story then?
No, it couldn't happen because of what happened there, because of the police raid. Right?
So they didn't. This young journalist didn't interview Mr. Molefe. The police arrived
no,
before
at all,
them.
because she was taken away by the police. But the transfer of the publication to a group of youngsters is happening. We hope if he gets bail, the story will be published.
Okay, but you would have to do the interview again, right? Because it didn't happen this time.
Because it didn't happen, but he agreed to an interview. That is why Mr. Kunene was there with a journalist. Now, people have been asking, is it necessary for Mr. Kunene to have accompanied the journalist to the source?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm trying to understand. Because this Africa News Global, this news platform is also about exclusives.
Yeah.
Why didn't they run the story of the police arresting Mr. Molefe? Because that is an exclusive. At the time, nobody knew about it.
No, the publication is not operational. If you ever look at the website has not been running. So we were going to relaunch it with this exclusive. That was the strategy.
I've got the website here opened, and there's a story that was published on the 22nd of July, which is yesterday. So it is operational.
Yes, I'm saying at the time when he was going there, there's not been any exclusive story that was published. And you know what? Social media kills these stories. The raid there itself was already not an exclusive because it was already running on social media.
No, but nobody had...
I'm talking about a pure exclusive story, not breaking news.
But then, help me understand here then. So there's a story here.
There's a difference between the two.
Yeah, there's a story here on the website about Buti Manamela being appointed as High Education Minister after Nkaba was hosting. That's not an exclusive.
That's not an exclusive.
But it's on your website.
Yes, it's just to keep the website running. I'm talking of operational in terms of an exclusive story. That's not a type of a story that would say it would bring you readership. That's not what I'm talking about. But
do you understand, Mr. Motale, that if you are arresting someone who is an alleged hit mastermind, that is a big exclusive story. If you are there, if I was a journalist on the ground and police arrive and they're arresting someone like that, I'm running with that immediately before anybody else does.
I think you are confusing exclusive with breaking news. Right? I think you are confusing the two. That was not an exclusive.
But an exclusive can also be a breaking news story.
Yes, breaking news which will be followed by everybody thereafter. But exclusive means story that nobody had. How many people had that thing?
Nobody had. We found out News 24 was the first one to officially publish that story.
Now, remember, this is how we run the story. The journalist who was there, remember, Africa News Global is a very, very, very small operation. The journalist who was there was the one to have loaded that thing. So he was also caught up in that mix. That is how it's. We don't have a kind of a newsroom like yourselves and other big publications. The journalist who was there was the one who was supposed to load the story on the website. There was nobody else. That publication is very small.
So he couldn't have loaded the story of the arrest has happened.
He couldn't have loaded the story. And at that time, his phones, Mr. Kunene's phones, were taken by the cops who were investigating any link with the person of interest at that time.
And the journalist's phones?
That is why there was that paralysis.
So the journalist's phone was also taken by the police?
Were also taken.
Until what time? Until when were they? Because Kunene seems to suggest that everything happened there.
Until they got Mr. Molefe out, and they still were going through. Listen, going through someone else's cell phone is not a 30-second thing. It was a process. It was a very, very long process.
Okay. Who is this young journalist who was with Mr. Kunene?
Well, I don't have the permission from the journalist himself and Mr. Kunene to disclose the identity of the young journalist. We'll do it with time.
Would that be a problem, though, to say here's a young journalist who works for African News Global?
It's not going to be much of a problem, but I would love to talk to him. Are you comfortable with me mentioning that you are the guy who was there?
Okay. Do you mind if I give you some time, maybe after this interview, to check with them if we can know the journalist?
I can revert.
And you can come back to us about that.
I can come back to you. But I think you understand it. This is a very, very sensitive matter. I need his permission. He's a young guy. We don't want his reputation to be in tatters.
But he didn't do anything wrong here. Remember, he was just caught there. He was being accompanied by Kenny Kunene.
He's a youngster fresh from university. He's introduced to the game. And of course, this is part of it. You have been a journalist yourself. You have gone through all of these things. They do happen.
I've just never been lucky enough to be accompanied to an exclusive story.
I have been accompanied to an exclusive story.
I think
twice I interviewed Mr. Jacob Zuma and Mr. Kunene.
I think Kunene mentioned that he once accompanied you to go and interview Jacob Zuma.
No, he did on 2 occasions.
Okay, so
on 2 occasions.
This Africa, so the Africa News Global, you are saying that the exclusive stories were going to start with Mr. Molefe's story. So
yes, that was the plan, according to Mr. Kunene. Yes, that was the plan.
Okay, who is going to investigate this?
Mr. Kunene, the president announced that he will put together a body of credible lawyers or a law firm that will investigate Mr. Kunene.
Okay, and they will be investigating that over a period of a month?
Over a period of a month. We're going to put pressure because this is a benign matter.
Okay.
We don't have the luxury of several months or years. No, it can't be.
Yeah.
There's people's reputation at stake here. There are people's life at stake. So it's a big thing to us.
Okay. Did the Patriotic Alliance, was it satisfied with the explanation from Kenny Kunene about his relationship with Mr. Molefe, that he doesn't know him at all?
No. We were satisfied and we believe him. And the president stressed yesterday that we believe 100%.
What explanation did he give you guys as the Patriotic Alliance? How does he know this person?
No. Remember, it was done through a third party who facilitated this whole thing. It was not like Mr. Kunene was speaking to Mr. Molefe himself.
But has he met him before?
Yes, he said he met him at an event somewhere, just a birthday party of somebody. He was under the same roof with him, right? Not that they were sharing a table or anything.
Yeah.
They have been under the same roof and they were introduced as this one. That is, if it's a relationship, but he has been under the same roof with him.
And then was Gayton aware that Kenny Kunene was going to Mr. Molefe's house? Because that's a suggestion that Kenny Kunene has made, that he did inform Gayton about where he was going. And Gayton was okay with that.
No, the president was aware. The president was aware.
So, and he was okay. Like, Kenny told him that I'm going to the house of this person who's alleged to be a hit mastermind.
He was 100% aware that he's taking a challenge to go and interview this guy. And we are all looking forward to the big story.
Okay. Mr. Steve Motale, thank you so much for speaking to us. I await your response about the young journalist.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Steve Motale is the national spokesperson for the Patriotic Alliance. Okay, so Steve Motale promised to come back to us. I did say, please go check with the journalist and get the permission so that you tell us who the person is, because that actually helps when we've got someone who's able to corroborate Kenny Kunene's story, and he still hasn't come back to us to give us the name of the journalist, or even to come and say he's not going to give us the name of the journalist. So let's wait and see. But the stuff that's not making sense here. First of all, he says the publication is not operational. Thank goodness it was open on my computer here in studio. It was operational. In fact, the last story that they put up was yesterday. So if that's the case, and the story that they put up was not even breaking news, so why not report? I mean, any young journalist who is in a situation like that, where there's an arrest, such a key arrest like that taking place, how do you not break that story? And of course, it's your exclusive. Who else has it? but it wasn't reported. It's still not even on the website, except, of course, what happened with Kenny Kunene, which is quite suspicious. But let's wait and see. Maybe this investigation after a month will answer some questions for us. What do you think is at play here?
Clement. Hey. Sounds. Yeah, you interviewing the guys, but the sounds of liars, the voices of liars. He can't even answer your questions. He can't. Yeah, it's tough. Hey, let it roll. Let it roll. I think we are living in the interesting times. Let it roll. Thank you, Clement. Thank you for your questioning.
Over the years, you've heard me ask Wealth Manager Warren Ingram the big questions. How do we invest wisely? How do we protect our family's future? All those conversations, that entire library of financial expertise is now available as a podcast. Straightforward advice to help you build your wealth on demand. Just search for Warren Ingram's Personal Finance wherever you get your podcasts.